Would you travel 1,500 miles for somebody who you believe has potential?
You're laughing, Patrick. How you doing? Good evening, Patrick. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed.
Would you travel for somebody who has potential? That's the question. 1,500 miles. Would you?
How would I know she's got potential? Me meet her before or something?
But you know everything is virtual. You forget that we're in a virtual world now. You forget, so we have to keep
No. Me not buy puss in a bag. Me not buy puss in a bag.
You know what? You're talking and maybe even thinking like how I would think as well there, Patrick. So I kind of get that, because I do notice it was a lady who spent that money and went all that way, and it wouldn't be you and it wouldn't be me.
Yeah.
Something there.
Not at all.
Yeah, so you certainly ain't doing it, yeah?
No way.
He ain't doing it. But so Mikey said if it is 3 miles radius, that's all he's dealing with. 3 mile radius.
No, but I go up the M1.
He would go up the M1.
M1.
He'd go up the M1.
Now you're gonna come back from the M1, you know.
No, I'm asking a very serious question, Mikey. Are you seriously telling me you would only go 3 miles?
No, but you know, this is not really about
3 miles.
me. This is about them, so where they would go. You know what I mean?
So you got the M1 if a woman has potential.
Yeah. It's been known.
Not Scotland, you know.
So
maybe
the question is, Patrick.
There's a border.
The question is, Patrick. That lady that you would go all the way down the M1 to wherever, Newcastle, Manchester. So what sort of potential would she kind of have to reflect if you've never met her before? I'm just talking about somebody you've never met before. You know, you met her online or whatever.
Well, put it this way. In these times, I couldn't know that she's got potential until I meet her face to face and we have certain conversations. Yeah. So I wouldn't say she would have to have potential, but from talking to her, from seeing her, I would have to think there might be something in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're talking to her, would you be 100% truthful? Would you not hold back? You just blurt it out as how it is, you know, and don't hold.
Yeah, because I don't go around the thing. You know what I mean? I don't lie. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
You know what I mean? I don't tell stories to get anywhere. And if that's the type of person you are, then you know what I mean. You're not being real.
You're not being real.
You're not real. You're not being real.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're leading somebody on the false pretense.
I do find it interesting, Patrick, right, that you said that if she's got potential, you're prepared to go up the M1 to go and meet her. I find that interesting. And I do find
like I said, I don't know if she got potential, but I have to see something in that person to say, you know what, I'm gonna give this person a chance.
Okay, so would it be more of a visual thing? I just, you know, because if you're online,
it would be visual. And also, yeah, because you got to fancy the person to say, you know, they've got to be attractive to you in some way.
Okay.
And it don't have to be visual, because some people are attracted by visual. You know, it could be, you know, just how the person talks. You know what I mean?
But that would be your first encounter.
How they come over.
That would be your first encounter, like seeing
yeah.
You know,
so you'd have to have good interaction with them, and then, you know, because a lot of people, you know, online, they don't know they don't see the person's face, or what they see of the person isn't the person. You understand? So it's just talking and chatting. They're talking and chatting first of all. And I know people that's married people just on that whim.
Oh, you've spoken to a few, have you?
What? A few what?
You said that there's some married people on that whim, so I'm just asking.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Listen, leave Patrick alone. Anyway, Patrick knows how to manage himself, yeah? Now, I want to talk about this. Back in the day, right, and I say back in the day, I'm talking about March 2020, people used to meet each other, didn't they? They used to meet each other and hug and get to know each other and take each other out for dinner. How do you think we're going to meet people now? How do you think we're going to do it now with regards to this new world?
Well, anybody who don't have not somebody already, the sorry for them.
The thing's set. The thing's set.
It's set.
It's set.
So you personally believe that if you ain't already matched up, you're in trouble, mate.
So it's a
You're in trouble.
This 3 mile thing that I'm talking about actually is coming back into play.
Yo,
you know?
that gone out the window. You have to go further afield now.
Oh, is it?
Hold on a minute. Right, listen, I've got a few more people have joined us. We've got loads on Facebook. I know Facebook crew and Instagram crew, but we've got our personal lot here. And we've got Joy. Joy, you've been so patient in the background there. Joy, can you hear us?
You're still not coming through, Joy.
Joy.
I would want to come up the M1.
Yes, we can hear you now.
I'm not.
I can hear her. I can hear her.
Joy,
Yeah.
did you hear our lovely Patrick? He was saying that he would
come
to go up the M1 on a not blind date, but a woman that he's met online.
Computer date.
If she's got potential.
Yeah.
But Mikey G is talking about a 3 mile radius, full stop, done. He's got a 3 mile radius.
lazy then.
3
He's
mile
lazy.
radius, you know.
He's lazy, Mikey.
Oh, lazy.
I mean, but where did you get the 3 from? They got 6, 6, 6, 6, and yours is 3. Where did you get your 3 from?
Cut everything in half.
Just cut everything in half.
Cut everything in half.
Just 3 miles. If it's 3.1 miles, it's a non-runner.
Just 3 miles, yeah.
So she's 3.1 miles. That's it. You can't. It's too far.
Well, hold up a second. There's a radius in London there where you can't, with a congestion zone. They call it congestion zone. So for me, I've got what they call Mikey congestion zone, right? If you live in that zone there, right, it's all right. Once you live outside that congestion zone, you're in trouble, man. That's a bit too far now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you live inside the congestion zone, you're in trouble. You're going to be a very lonely person.
Why?
Because it's £15 just to go in every day. Not true?
No, discounted.
Is it £15 it's gone up to now?
£15.
Yeah,
£15.
a day. And the bus lane.
24 hours a day.
So even if you get in, you might not be able to get out.
Well, I'm not going nowhere with her anyway. So
Oh
I'm going to save money anyway. I'm going to save. I just buy a juice in it, and you know, and just use
No. On a serious note, serious, Mikey. We said we're going to be very serious. Okay.
This what you call serious?
We're going to be
This what you call serious?
The question is, how do people meet each other now? How does it work? How does it work? Now, sweet
A
Mel.
lot of people do meet people online.
Now, maybe Mel's
Hold
got
on
a
1
solution.
second there.
Go on.
What are you saying there, Patrick?
A lot of people do meet people online, but you know, so people just hide behind this computer now. You know, so you can't believe everything that this person is saying.
I did ask that earlier. You know,
Well, I'm not hiding behind the computer. So all I know, listen this tune. Listen. Oops. Woo!
If you're doing nothing, it's reggae. Give me alcohol. 'Cause if we can hook up, baby, please let me know.
Come, Mikey. Because I'm young, free, and single. Mikey. Whoops. Yep, sorry about that, mate. We're just getting used to the volumes in here. Okay, so you heard the message. If you're doing nothing this weekend, give me a call. Come around with your mask.
Well, number one, I'm not.
Wash your hands. Wear your gloves.
Number one, I'm not young, free, or single. Right?
Yes.
Right. Now, see me, Patrick, I see him kind of great.
So there's the message. If you're doing nothing,
Yours look die though. You
let's
look
get
like
to
some dying and go on there, some. Eh?
No, seriously, if you're doing nothing this weekend, let's meet up. That's how it used to be.
Are you saying that?
I'm saying that. You don't see me say it with a record.
Oh, so
You never see me drop a word. A
Okay.
true word.
Sorry.
Not a word.
This is not the G thing again. This is This is Lady G's dating line.
No, listen, I'm representing here. I'm representing a COVID pandemic situation here. Because there are single people out there, and they need to kind of mix and mingle. You never hear what she said. I just want to mingle with you, baby. Yeah.
What does she mean by mingle?
She wants to get to know you.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember back in the day? Back in the day,
no.
2020, March 2020, way back in the day, yeah. March 2020. You used to mix and mingle.
No, there used to be difficulties them times there.
Okay, what kind of difficulties did we have them times?
Well, not everybody was mixing and blending. I think we spoke about some of these things there in the last couple of weeks there, but it wasn't as clear cut as that. Now people might be thinking to themselves, oh, they missed this and they missed that. But there was a lot of opportunities before for people to mingle, and I don't think it was. And dating stuff was still going on at those times. So
what you saying that even when we had the chance to mix and mingle, we wasn't mixing and mingle, so that we get the plot.
I do hear a lot of ladies telling me that they go out to these parties, clubs, and say, "So where's the guys? Where's the guys?" So so they had a chance to mix and mingle, but maybe the guys are doing something else.
So Patrick, what do you think's going on? Seriously, there's a pandemic now. There's really a proper pandemic, and it's worse than there's a shortage.
I think the women out there now is very, very choosy.
Let me hear what myself.
Oh my Lord.
I think the ladies out there is very choosy nowadays. I think.
Oh, they're very choosy because they got no choice right now.
No, there's a whole heap of choice out there. There's a whole heap of choice out there. There's a whole heap of choice out there, but them too choosy, and they've been too long on their own, and they don't want to, submit.
Talk the thing, man. Talk the thing. Yeah. You don't have to come. So talk the thing.
Yeah, they've been too long, and I mean this woman power thing gone to them pages.
This woman power.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You should have been on last.
Wait. He said a lot of things there.
Well, I know. You should have come on last week, because we did have some empowerment ladies last week there, and they were saying some of those things, and I needed you, and you wasn't there last week there. Where was you?
He said a lot of things, so we're going to have to break that down. First of all, he said this woman power is going to their head. Now, we've got a very special lady friend here.
Yes, we have got some
guests here in the studio.
Yeah, guys, you have some really strong woman out there, They might bring up kids, how much kids by themselves, and them have house by themselves, and them have them car, and them have a big job now. And is if you can't come in and match this thing, you have no say.
Oh my gosh. I think we're going to have to call in our ladies here. Because you know what? It's 2 against 1 here.
The problem in this country.
Going to back me up, Mel.
The problem in this country, right? No, seriously. Hold on.
We've got to balance out this team here, yeah? We've got to balance out this team. So come, my Janie, you've got to come and take a seat.
I've got to come and join in.
My sister has to come and join us.
I just heard what you said.
Yeah, so
I don't know if you can see her.
No, come close, babes. Let her come in, squeeze in.
Come in. Oh,
we should give her own mic, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, this is Janie Fit for Life, who's was coming in to talk a little bit about some well-being and so forth. But obviously, there's a couple of things that she would like to speak about.
Take time with Patrick, though, because this is not a war.
No, I heard what you said, and I agree with you. There's a lot of women out there that everything is, the man needs to be this, he has to be that, he has to be the other. And I think actually for me, I'm a single mum, and I work very hard at what I do, but I want someone genuine. I don't care what your job is, as long as you're working, you've got good work ethic, you're a good person, have good values, and you're going to love my child, and that's all I care about.
That's all I call what about baggage. What kind of list that? And I'll give you that list.
That was a very nice statement, and you just literally dampened everything. That was not very nice. That baggage.
No, you know what? I feel like a goat in the middle. Not goat in the middle, pig in the middle.
Well, you just made it that way, to be honest with you. Yeah. I was out the other week, so I'm in fitness. I do a lot of work in the community. And, I reach out to the socially isolated people that, they can't come out their homes, etc. So I was in HR, don't hate me for that. but I changed my profession. I'm 46 now.
How old?
And
What?
I should give my age away.
She's putting it out there. She's putting it out there.
Yeah,
Putting it out
46 there. He's got to be 5'2" and
this
is 5'2".
5'2".
Sorry, Mom.
Carry on.
No.
Yeah, it's just, so you said you're what? 46
Yeah,
and
yeah,
dropping it in, you know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, but go on.
You
No,
took me off my train of thought now.
sorry.
Jumping banana.
Yeah, but why did your eyebrows raise when he said that these powerful women, you know, all these
Because
powerful independent women?
they're not happy. A lot of them aren't happy.
Oh, the women or the men?
The women and the men.
Okay.
Because the thing is, these women, they're striving for all this stuff that is just not attainable. And then the men are trying to be this thing, and
What
they're
thing
not happy
is that?
because this whole, I need to provide all this big wealth and this and impress and this and
3
that.
miles.
And the thing is what people, what was your first date like? Where did you go? What did you, there's always stress and pressure. You know what? Just meet someone and be with that person. Does there have to be a first date? Does there have to be all this stuff? I think it's become too much. I just,
Patrick.
Well,
Sorry.
Patrick, what do you think?
Boy, you know what it is? I think in this country, in England, what's happened, for a man, a woman, remember back in what we're talking, 80s, around the 80s, when a woman had a child, a baby, they'd go to the council, they get a council flat. Boom, they've got a place to live, And then Maggie came in and allowed them to buy this place. Now, for a man, it was always hard for a man to get a place of his own. The only way a man was getting a place of his own is if he saved and buy it, or if he was lucky enough to get one off the council. But you got these women that had babies young, they got the flat, then Maggie came in and allowed them to buy it, so it put them on a ladder. Now, the men them never got no help, no chance, unless you came out in good education and you done the right thing and was able to get a property. But the majority of women out there now, they're strong because they got a foothold on the ladder, on the property, and they've done something, the right to buy.
Right to buy.
So you got only per man out there now, all they got to their name is their black bag of clothes.
Yeah, but don't you think some of them put themselves in that situation? Because I've got a brother and I warned him that he has to stop going and coaching in women's house.
Yeah, but like I said, it's very hard. From a man left his parents' house, it was very hard for him to find his own place.
My brother hasn't left his parents' house. He's only because
We'll see it there. Him no left there now. All I know him no left.
Seriously, no, be honest, there is a lot of men that haven't actually officially lived on their own. They don't even know what that experience is. I'm not stereotyping.
Well, really and truly, you can't call them man.
Men that don't know what it's like.
I know. Excuse me. I do also know some women who still live at them. I don't need it. There are some women, they still live at their parents are the same way. And it might be for different reasons, it might be after their elders and stuff like that. So them things might kind of work out kind of, in that kind of way. But I think there's a balance.
It's a balance, but it's not as balanced because come on, let's really go back to that black bag situation because they even make songs out of that. I've got a couple of tunes that they made out of the black bag scenario. You know what I mean?
Black bag.
And the black bag was more geared towards the men. It wasn't so much geared. Very rare you have a woman that's coming out with a black bag, but it was a very common thing for a man to be out there with his bag. So what was going on there? I want to hear from Mel actually, because Mel has been quietly sitting in the background here. So Mel, first question, because Mel's very precise, Yeah. So Mel's very precise. So first question, Mel, is this thing about potential. Yeah. Do you think that if you've met somebody online, you don't know them, but you've done your best to get to know them, would you actually go 1,500 miles and pay £800 to go on a plane to meet this person only to
see a man
to get stood up because there was a situation in the press where the woman got stood up,
man,
right?
Where is?
Would you do? I mean, sorry, but would you do something like that if you really felt that this man had potential?
Okay, can you hear
Good
me?
evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes.
Would I go? No. So I'm precise, right? No.
Looking for the answer. I thought, yeah, gearing up for this one now.
Well,
It's a straight.
do you live 3 miles away? Because
No, within a 3-mile radius.
all right, in the congestion zone.
All right, so no, you're not doing 1,500 miles, no matter how much potential.
Potential. Why can't? So first, my question is, why can't we meet in the middle? Why have I got to go 1,500 miles? So why can't we? Why can't he meet me? If he's got potential, then meet me in the middle. It's not that I'm not prepared to travel, but meet me halfway. We're both coming in this thing together. Okay. Then let's both put something in and go halfway. I'm not going.
Sensible.
Yeah, but you can still get stood up when he says, "Yeah, I'll meet you halfway."
Yeah.
He obviously said he was going to meet.
Not so far to go back home. Then it's not so far to go back home.
Indeed. 3 miles.
Okay.
Just give me a call, yeah.
So that means actually you haven't ruled it out, then, Mel. You haven't ruled it out.
No, but I guess if I can't speak for that woman. I'm not, and I've never done online stuff, so I've never done anything online. I'm a very basic. Well, yeah. All right, Mikey. I'm a very face-to-face. All right.
Yeah. Come on.
Online, no.
I'm a very face-to-face person, but I guess he obviously came with, and they do all the chat and all the right words, and for some people, depending on.
Sorry to cut you. What would be the nice and the sort of words that somebody would have to say to make you go 750?
Oh, you froze.
1,500 miles, not 700.
No, but halfway.
700 pounds.
Yeah, but she wants to go halfway.
Oh, yeah.
So she's going to go 750 miles.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What would that person have to tell you?
Me particularly?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it wouldn't really be me, because I wouldn't be chatting with them online for them to be taking me to know. I'm not. It's not. That's not. That wouldn't even be me.
No,
it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
But you know,
it wouldn't.
Of our trying to get some viewers here, it's gonna have to be you.
It's you.
Okay, so but do you know what? I don't even know, because he would have to come with some real truths about his life. I'd have to know about who he is. Would have to be connecting on a spiritual level as well as an emotional level. It would have to be deep for me to really feel like.
Do you think that it is possible for all of those things to happen online without meeting somebody? Because that's what I was trying to kind of gauge earlier when I was talking to Patrick and others. Because you know, that's a whole heap of stuff has to be generated, you know, down this line here. You know, I mean, it's like me just falling for you now, just seeing you now. You know,
Mikey.
I'm just saying.
We had a brief before this, you know. I briefed him, Mel. I did brief him, Mel. I did.
Yeah, but we know Mikey don't follow the brief. So it's all right.
About boxers.
This means what in the middle.
You love it.
This is the goat in the middle, you know.
He said he's been wearing brief.
Yeah.
Now I did brief you before this meeting to say behave yourself. Okay.
Anyway, you never debrief him.
Mel, man, how did Patrick jump in?
Mel, Mel is bringing some harmony to this,
yeah,
and some tranquility. So Mel, you was saying before you was rudely interrupted by Mikey. Patrick can do no wrong with that smile, you know. So,
so why you not go online with him? Yeah? Why you not go online with him? Yeah?
That's actually impossible.
You know, you may not do the online thing.
You're doing it now, mate. You're doing it now. You got 2 ladies.
I saw it work.
Yeah, that's how it work. Yeah.
No, so now the next point was we were talking about the black bags. Now, you know, the men are kind of having a bit of a dig at us, and that's what caused Janine, isn't it? Janie came, and she came to my rescue because, you know, she heard about this empowerment of women, and these women are too empowered, and it was like eyebrows raised. What about yours, Mel, when you heard Patrick kind of have a dig at us? Because we're these empowered women, you know, we're these kind of empowered women.
Are you?
I think so.
Well,
What was it? He was describing that the women have got their car and their home and their
Patrick,
this
beg
and
your plastic, man.
Mel, feedback, please.
Okay. Well, on Patrick, on your point, empowered women, surely that should be empowering you to want to step up to that, as men. So I'm not saying be afraid of the empowered woman. Surely that should be making you want to be the better person, to step up, to come with something. And before you answer, it's not all about the superficial things, because there are plenty of women that have got involved with men that don't have a this and that, because it's more than that. It's more than about the money. It's also about who you are. Are you stepping as a king? That's the question.
Wow.
You are, but okay. You see this thing together comes from way back, yeah. A family unit, marriage and all them things. That's what you're looking to aim for, yeah. And normally in that family unit, it's normally the man providing for the family, yeah. But now in this society, we have a turnaround, because it's the woman that is providing for the family most of the time. Yeah. So because of that, now they feel say.
Sorry, Patrick. What has caused the turnaround?
What has caused the turnaround? Because women have been able to do what a man normally does.
How comes? What happens?
Wow.
How comes? What
because
happens?
in society they're trying to make everybody equal. Yeah, and we were never equal. Man and woman was never equal.
Oh my word.
Yeah? Man and woman was never equal.
Wow.
Yeah?
I think
we can't have picnic, and Una can't make picnic by herself. Yeah, we's not equal. Man is stronger than woman, and there's no two ways about that. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah? And what they're trying to do is make everybody equal. They want to make man have picnic, then want woman have picnic on them own. Yeah. All these kind of things, and we can't all be equal. It can't work. So
all right, so hold on there. You raise another couple of
it's a good subject.
No. Okay, so Patrick, you raise another couple of good points. Okay, so we're gonna have to break that down. You're saying that man and woman can never be equal. Fine.
We can't be equal.
Okay.
Because we've all got different roles.
So how did that happen?
In the natural world, we all have different roles.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Mel, sorry.
Right, Patrick. I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm gonna rephrase you, okay? Because I think that if anything, in order for anything to work, there has to be balance. True or right? True or wrong? Right.
Yes.
But there has to be a balance.
The balance used to be that the woman as the child and the baby, and has to do everything to protect and look after that baby. And while she's doing that, she can't go out and provide for the family. She can't go out and find food while she has to look after the baby. So the father normally goes out and does that. But now in society, you don't have the father staying around to do that part. Yeah. So the woman has to take on the whole of that role.
Okay, you've just said two. There's a couple of things that you said there. So first of all, you talked about the man, the woman having to take on the role of mother and father. That's a different. That's a subject we can talk about separately. Because the question I have for you in that sense is, why have the men been walking away? Because then it's a necessity that the women have had to take on that role. So it's not that the women have wanted to become empowered and push themselves up and pushing away the men. It's the fact that the men have walked away. So there's a question there, is why is it that the men have been walking away? What's happened? Why is it that
some of them man the weak?
Okay, why? Where's the breakdown? There's been somewhere along the line, there's been a family breakdown that's meant that men haven't been stepping up to their responsibilities, which means somebody has to care for the children. So the woman has had to become the strong person. So it's not a case of that women have been empowering themselves to push against what was the norm of the family.
No, they've had to do it.
Haven't had any. And in a ideal world, most of my female friends, particularly, most women want the balance of sharing with their king. That's what it's about. It's about balancing the two together. No man is an island. We have to be, if we're going to work together, we lean on each other to make this thing work. That's how it works. And if it means that you have to sit while I work because you can't work at this point, I'm bringing in the money because you have to do something else, then that's what happens. Maybe you have to study so that you can better yourself, and I'm the one that's having to work for now. Maybe I'm the one now having the babies and you're the one that has to go out and work for now. It's meant to be working as a two, not that you lay down with me, you have children with me, and then you walk out and expect me to now do what? Sit down and cry? Women can't do that. They have to get up and move on. We got to push forward. So I'm turning it right back to you. It isn't that women are empowered and stush. It's that women have had to be, and men have failed to step up to the plate.
Whoa. Okay. On that note, wow. Now that was powerful. So Patrick, a lot was stated.
No, everything she says is right, but you can't take all men to be like that.
No,
and that's what's happened now. Yeah, the women then see. All right, a lot of men are like that. Yeah, but there's a lot of us out there that are not like that, and we're getting painted with the one brush.
I hear you. So what can we do to make sure that? And I'm telling you, there are more good men than there are bad.
Say that again.
There certainly are.
There's more what? There's more what? You said
there's more good men. There's more good than there are bad. The thing is that everybody likes bad news. Everyone likes bad stories. Yes. The people with their bad stories, the stories louder, they shout louder. The good stories, people just get on with it. They don't really shout about, I've got a good man, I've got a good black man, my uncle was a good man, my brother's a good man. That's not what we hear. We hear loud, I left me. This woman.
Yeah, but that's because because the women them like a bad man.
Lots of women do. You know what? I can't even fault him. A lot of women do.
It's true.
A lot of women do. Yeah. And I don't understand.
They like the bad man and dash for the good man.
Yeah,
you know what a topic is that he's too weak. He doesn't have enough zeds. I wanted to say something else, but I can't. But you know, it's like he doesn't have enough fire.
Yeah. You have to have a little bit of something. You've got to come with something.
Well, maybe
that something normally is trouble.
Well, maybe
not always.
Maybe everybody needs to be kind of like clear with everybody, and if that's what a woman likes and wants, instead of telling everybody she doesn't want somebody like that, to be clear about that, especially to make us guys know that, because you're celebrating us. I think it's when you're not celebrating us and then you know, turned into something negative, that you have got that kind of personality. Because remember, we've been sort of ridiculed for a long time for having, you know, you got a chip on your shoulder or whatever the case might be. And then you got maybe, you know, women maybe saying things like that as well. And they actually like that about you. Well, they should step up and say something then.
I think that men have been traumatized, but I also think that women have been double, triple traumatized. And I think it hasn't been addressed. I think there is a lot of healing that needs to take place between the black man and the woman, or the king, or the queen.
Like, man, you can work together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because you see, this is, you know, the best healing is be platonic. Because then you can see I'm blind and it's not going to affect you at all.
So I don't need to go like.
It don't matter. Over the years, I've heard it, been there, done it with you in terms of friendship, and I don't get into it because obviously we're just friends. it would have been a different ball game now if we did cross that line.
No, you don't know me. Because I would have handled you in the same way as I handled you now. It doesn't matter.
You see, it's Mikey G and Lady G. It's a brotherly love and a sisterly love. And
no,
I
you
think,
can cross that threshold.
No.
Don't worry.
No. But the point I'm making is that
cross it, no?
The point I'm making is I think that when it comes to men and women, black men and black women, there is a thing that happens somewhere around it. I don't know. I can't speak for the 50s, 60s. I wasn't around them times, yeah? But something definitely did happen in the 70s and 80s that has caused a massive division amongst us. And we haven't dealt with it. We haven't communicated about it. We haven't dealt with it. And
I think that's what some of the points that Patrick there was sort of expressing, and I that.
But that was before the council.
Well, the discord, whether it was about the 70s or 80s, where the council flats then was being handed out.
Mm-hmm.
But so I think I understand the points that he's making and the issues that he's raising there, and it's something that we should also take into account, because not everything that we look, that's how some men are thinking. And if we have to break those barriers, if there's a coming together, then you have to try to understand where those.
Yeah, but I must say that being a woman, and I've always been in a man's world, whether it's been DJing or driving or all the kind of things I've done, I've kind of been around men all my life, so I'm very comfortable with them. But there was a point when men had a lot of power, too much. They had a lot of power. They had a lot of trust.
But not necessarily black men.
From our women. Our women trusted our men.
Yeah, but when you say power, no, let me just.
The men had a lot of power.
No, but when you say power, and that's a generalized thing, because I don't think that black men had a lot of power.
Oh, you mean overall?
Well, yeah, because all of those society things play into it. It's no use he having power, he ain't got no job, or he can't do the things that he would like to do. So if that power is diminished in some way. No, but what I'm saying is that the man had power. He had more power than a woman at one point. I remember that. I mean, do you remember that, Mel? Do you remember when men were the breadwinners? I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, growing up, they were. That was how it was when we were growing up, when we were kids. It was exactly that. But I think Mikey's touching on something really that we need to think about. Society puts a big lot of pressure on our black men. Yes. They do, and it's not. So if we as black women don't support our black men, where are they getting their support from? They're not getting it from anywhere. And that's the problem, because they feel as if we've hardened towards them in general. I'm not even necessarily just. It
could have been manufactured. I believe to myself that some of the division has been manufactured.
Definitely.
Because even when you're
due to society.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're even saying that it's a man's world, again, maybe black men never said it was a man's world. It's how society has been, the environment that we've come into.
Give me some examples. Break that down a bit. Specifics.
Okay, well, the fact that the laws which have been changing and evolving over the last 30 years, where this sort of equality thing was going on, must be to do with society, who now are reflecting it differently. So if we was born into a society where a man would work and a woman would raise a child, again, it was society who was indoctrinating us that way and made us believe it that way. Yeah. And if men was going to get those types of jobs, and as you said, you've done all these jobs what men have done now.
They were dominating around.
Yeah, but again, I'm saying it was society who was kind of pushing that agenda, isn't it?
So you're saying that the only reason why that was happening is because they wanted that to happen.
I personally didn't have a choice in being able to discuss it with anybody. However, anything is how I was born into seeing that. So if I had to go and get a job, I go and get a job. If I have to pay rent, then you go and pay rent. These are the things that.
I'm going to be honest, though. I think we put too much. It's too much of an scapegoat to keep saying society, and I think.
But society dictates to us a lot now.
Dictating you to wear masks.
We can't put our hand pan with picnic. No, we can't discipline the picnic them the right way. Yeah, and that's because of society.
Yeah, when to wear a mask, when to go to a pub,
Yeah, kids are no longer frightened of their parents.
Yeah, but the problem was there before. The problem we were having was before they, unless you're going way back to say that they have always been.
Nah.
But they have. But they have.
All right, so
listen, kids had more respect for themselves and for other people.
Wait a minute.
Back in the day.
Man that had 4 baby mothers, all he has to turn around and say, "It was not my fault. It's society."
Okay.
Am I making sense?
No,
you're not making no sense.
Well, let me just say something into that, Patrick. He's not only a man would have 4 kids. So what happened to the woman who had 4 children? Well, she don't count. Why did she have 4 children? For 4 partners.
For shot, Mikey G. For shot.
She don't exist. Oh, wait, we can't hear nobody.
Liquor shot, Mikey G.
Yeah, I'm telling her, she don't count. I know enough ladies out there and they got 2, 3, 4 children for 3, 4 different men.
4 different men, yes.
The balance is not, it's not.
We're not talking about balance. You brought that as a
smaller percentage.
Well, hold on, back up the talk because back up the talk because when you say when you say those percentages, you need to have the evidence, and I don't know what the evidence is. And I know enough ladies out there who's got children for maybe 1 or 2 different partners.
Hey, where's all my ladies, man?
No, because them.
Mel.
Is that?
It's them. It's a hard one. Oh, it's them.
Them. It's got to be somebody.
Right, hold on. No. Sorry, listen to me. Listen.
Is that still not the same thing though, Mikey G? Are we still not on the same thing where the woman is trying to find, I'm not saying all women, but that in some cases, it's like they've got involved with men that they think are going to stay, and again, they've been let down.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's a time to stop.
Responsibility. I agree. I do agree.
That's a
But
argument, isn't it?
it's still 50-50.
Some of them women never stay neither, right? Some of those ladies have never stayed neither for whatever the reason, yeah? You know, there's also accountability on both sides. I know it's uncomfortable to be discussing it that way there, but I do believe to myself.
No, I agree.
There needs to be accountability on both sides. You can't just put it out there that all these guys then with different kids, and those same kids belong to different women who also had different kids for different partners as well, for whatever the reason, whether they left them or they left them or they left them or whatever the reasons then was, yeah? Because everybody must have had a story.
Well, I'm playing devil's advocate.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
What about the men? What about the men who've got all 14 children with different baby mother? What about them?
Them man, they're what less? Them what less?
No, come on, it's not, you know how much of them me know that have about 20.
Me no care, them what less?
I don't think that's a fair question.
Unless them is mining all 20 of them is what less?
Well, that's a very common thing. I'm not joking.
That's unfair.
It's common, but like I said, unless them are mine all 20 of them what less?
Right, so here's my comment now. I'm playing devil's advocate. This percentage of men that I know that have double figures when it comes to children, and the percentage of women that I know that have double figures is totally
well, that's unfair.
Unbalanced. I'm just being honest.
Okay then. Well,
I'm just telling you from my perspective. But wait, hold on. I said what I have to say.
No, hold on. I'm going to say what I'm going to say to them. Yeah, because I put out there a general thing. I'm not really here talking about how many people have got whatever amount of children or whatever, because that's not 90% of our community, and we shouldn't believe that neither. Yeah, I'm just talking about it as a general thing. If we are going to disrespect averagely the person who's got maybe 2 or 3 kids for different partners, that works both ways. Yes, you can find an extreme of everything. There are going to be some women who might have 6 children for 6 partners, and there might be some men out there who've got 14 children, because he's still going with a woman, knowing that he's had 11 children or 10 children or 9 children, and what? Oh, I'm going to be the one who's going to change you, or whatever the case might be, whatever's going through her head. Yeah, there's still accountability there.
I agree.
Yeah, there's still accountability there that
because he couldn't have more children unless he was lying though. But a lot of them have them. They were experts at telling the lies though. You know that was another thing.
But the worst thing is some of them don't have to lie.
Yeah, some of them, the women, them know that.
You don't have to lie.
Very
you can
true.
Tell them, you can tell them, say you have 10 and you're still going to have one more with that one.
That's true, actually.
Very true.
And they still want to be number 11. So I'm saying that accountability needs to be looked upon on both sides of the line.
Right. So look, Mikey, let's just have a heart-to-heart conversation. Nobody else is listening. Yeah.
I'm not listening.
You're not listening. Nobody else is listening. Mikey, there's a lot of women that's been hurt and traumatized by the black man.
Yeah.
Why?
I can't really answer that.
You can answer the bloody other question.
No, why can't? You know, because that's not a general thing, is it? You know what I mean? That
you can't really answer that.
No, because I think again that we need to have some respect for women, and we need to have respect for men. Each situation has to be valued as how it is as a relationship, and whatever's gone wrong in it has gone wrong in it. But I don't think it's a general thing that all men are sitting down and say, this is the reason I'm going to leave that woman at home.
So all right. So I know you do. You know you're very good at defending the man, and which is fine because you're a man, innit? But outside of defending, because man back up man, you know. Listen, I remember going out with a guy, right? And
should I run?
No, we was at the traffic lights. And when I looked, the woman was sitting beside him, and she had on, what do you call it? What do you call that thing that, not weave, the other one there, the what do you call it? The plaits.
Oh, plaits.
And so I'm late now. I'm late waiting.
May I listen? May I listen?
Yeah, so I'm late waiting now to find out what is he going to do, because he's got caught red-handed now. You know, he turned around and did. He got his brethren to say that he was sitting in the car and said he was sitting in the car, and you got it wrong. He was a man with luck sitting beside me. And you know, I apologized to him and everything. And that's what I'm trying to say. Big backup. The men them back up each other. Come on now, Mikey. The man them back up each other.
You know what? You know what, Mars? When you say one thing, and now I'm going to be controversial. The Mike is like, oh my God, what's she going to say? Because women do the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
We do. Women do the same. It's not fair to. We can't always be putting the blame on the brothers. It doesn't work like that. It can't work like that.
Wow.
Women do the same. And also, there's a lot of black men that are messed up because black women have broken them. And then when they're lucky enough to find a good woman, she has to work mighty hard to help them to come back to being the kings that they are. Wow. So you can't say it works both ways. And I've seen.
Where have you been? Where have you been? Right? I should be doing it. Move. I should be doing a show. Come next week. I want to see you. Me and you are going to do a show there. It's not the Michael G. Lady T show there. And people like you want to meet. Your
face is move.
I'm going to put it out there. See the lady I got the truth there, so, because that's true. You have said it. I tell you, I applaud you, lady, because at the end of the day, there are different situations what occurs, and we do need to be able to develop relationships.
I never had no time. That wasn't making any sense then. I wasn't making any sense. None at all. Nothing I said had any
no collusion between women. No collusion between women. So men are collusion.
So there's no such thing that men collide with each other and kind of plot and say, listen, back now. I told her that was with Tom.
No, but I'm saying that can happen. But Elizabeth can say that to Jennifer. You know what I mean? So I just don't. I'm not going to put. I'm not going to.
All right. Okay. All right. So what about
make Elizabeth good?
So what about the lies? Men back in the day. That I don't know about now, but back in the day, men used to.
What's that in the background, man?
Babies in the background, please. Who's that?
One there.
Put yourself on mute.
Yeah, please put yourself on mute. Can hear the television in the background.
Okay.
What about the? I'm gonna have to mute then. If you come on, yeah. What about the lies then? They've got one in north, east, south, every town. And even some of the artists, them, You know, every time they go to.
Oh, yeah, there's a flag up.
No, well, I'm here to play devil's advocate. It's, you know, these things have traumatized a lot.
You're doing a show with a man. You're not by yourself. I'm not playing no devil's advocate for you. But since you mentioned that to me,
yes,
I wouldn't mind being that man who have one north, west, and east. But since I'm not that person, I'm just saying to you this, you know, again, I'm not really kind of falling into that trap there, what you're saying.
What trap? I'm not, we're having a proper conversation.
No,
we're trying to bridge the gap between.
Don't be so defensive. You know, don't be so defensive. I'm just saying to you, you know, that kind of discussion, because, you know, there must be that discussion going in living rooms up and down in the country. Where have you been? Have you been over east, west, north, or south? You know what I mean? And the man have to say, yeah, for a drink.
Look, Mikey,
right?
Mikey, come on now. When I get with my lady friends, all we're doing is going on and on about.
Is that what they're talking about?
No, come, I'm being honest.
I don't know what we're
when
talking
women
about.
come together, most of the time we just moan and groan about something to do with the man then.
Shallowness.
So what are you guys doing when you get together?
We ain't talking about you lot.
We ain't talking about you lot.
We're not talking about you lot there, you know. We're kind of content how it go for you ladies. You ladies are doing your thing. We understand you want to talk about your hair, your dress, your this, your that, the children, and all those stuff there. If that's what you want to talk about, it is. What do you mean
it's not important?
What? Of course.
Your hair, your dress.
So why you talking about man for? Unless you're good, because I'm not even sure why you're talking your business about your man to your friend. Because that man ain't talking his business about his woman to his friend.
We don't do that, do we, women?
We don't
talk about our men.
No man ain't gonna.
You just said you did. You just said it.
That's right. You see, the woman that lie, you see.
No, we don't do that. We would never do a thing like that.
You just told us that you
would. You just said when you get together with your women there.
No, I said no. We said we just generalize. We say we just talk about, you know, the same thing we're doing.
You cheered your top now.
Let me just kiss my teeth before I'm ready for bring on my guest, right? Because at the end of the day, right?
Kiss your teeth.
Yeah.
Who are you kissing your teeth at?
What you're saying, because at the end of the day, there you're saying one thing, and typical being a woman and doing another. You just tell everybody, and it's recorded as well, that when you ladies get together.
Where is my ladies? What's going on here?
I can honestly say that when we get together, I don't sit down and talk about my man when we're all out with the girls. We don't.
That's what I said to you.
We talk about all sorts of everything.
Why
in
not?
General. We don't talk about the intricacies of our relationship. We don't talk about that.
I'm very disappointed because you should be saying, Harold is so tentative to me. Harold.
What for?
Well, Harold, you know what? I come on.
No, we don't need to be talking about that. We don't need to be talking about stuff like that.
I tell you what, Harold. Yeah, that's right. He makes the bed, wash the clothes. You know what? He does all of those little things. Buy me flowers. What? You're not going to tell your girlfriend those stuff?
But no, what for?
Cheat. Yeah.
No, because he doesn't. Let me just tell you now, he doesn't cheat. And also, what about you? Are you not sitting down saying, and you know, Hortense, put my dinner on the table at 6 o'clock for me. And Hortense rubs my back.
I would be embarrassed to say that.
Would you?
Yeah, because that's just because that's a personal situation. Whatever happens there.
Well, you see that they're showing they know how to do the thing, but enough women don't do them something there. Mel taught the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Them know if to do it. And them know what them supposed to do, but a lot of them don't do them something there.
What you mean?
Takes two. Give and take. I will rub your back, you have to rub mine. Give and take. Give and take.
No man, some of them women there, they need sandpaper for rub them back. The truth. That good thing me know of a paint and decorate.
Oh no, seriously.
All right. Listen, what's the time?
No, let me finish this argument here because I don't think you've healed the women. This is about trying to
heal.
Yes,
heal.
they've been traumatized.
You think you can use bandage and set this thing here straight? This is a foundation thing. You can't just set straight like that. Every woman in the world would need to be online now and have that discussion, because soon as Mel get off and she phone her friend, I never heard that, but my man is flipping rubbish. Right? As soon as she gets off the line, she's not going to be telling. That Harold, I'm telling you now, right? He said he was coming home at 7. And what's the time now? 12, right? 12, and he's still out there. What's he doing? Right? The same thing going to go on in every single house up and down the country. Multiply that by the world. You get the argument there.
There's a solution, especially
what solution?
When we're in lockdown now, it's giving a chance for everybody to reset and use their palm.
Look, hold up, you're a woman, and I'm going to ask Janie to come in on this to ask what they feel us gentlemen them should do.
And what we should do as well. We need to heal this thing. I'm sorry, Mikey, for all the
well, I'm have crispy on my hand. You're sorry? So you haven't even done nothing yet. Oh, Janie's back. Okay. So you've been listening, skinning up, laughing off your head.
All right, come on, let's right. I'm trying to get a solution here, mate, because I'm fed up with this. It's like the War of the Roses here with this black man versus black woman, and this. You know what I mean? It's like the man them are complaining, the woman them are complaining. We just need to come together as one, Mikey. See the thing. Mikey,
I'm just trying to get some of these cameras that they can see that there's a few of us in the studio.
Come closer, my darling. Don't worry. We have to squeeze. Unfortunately, we have to squeeze up close to this man.
I feel like Billy Goat there in the middle. Right? Every week there's at least 2 or 3 women around me. I'm fed up by it. Fed up. Getting squeezed like this by these women, fussing and fighting and fussing.
Right, come on now, darling. What do you want to say? Come on. Go on. What do you want to say to him?
Have your say. Have your say.
Go for it, sweetie.
I'm just listening in, and I just think, well, I think it's all about who you are as a person. There's a lot of people out there that I think people are very drawn to, especially with social media, I need to be this way, or he needs to be that way, and that needs to, they're not realizing, actually, let me just be who I am. Who are you as a person? What do you like? What is it you want out of life? And that's what you need to go for. Stop looking at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think that for me,
so don't look at his race, don't look at his colour, don't look at his height, don't look at his clothes, don't look at his nothing. Yeah?
You see?
Is that what you're saying?
Not even the woman them can't get it right between themselves.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Go on, continue with the argument.
No, because I look at all those things. I look at all those things.
Okay, good.
But what I'm trying to say is, don't look at what other people are trying to show you what you should like. Look at what you like. What is it that you like? What is it that turns you on? What is it that makes you, what are your values?
Don't use them kind of words to me.
Does his value match your value? No, it's true.
No,
all those things.
A lot of things turn me on, but a lot of things turn me off.
Well, there's that as well.
No, but I get where you're coming from. I think that a lot of people that I know are from the old world.
What's the old world?
I'm going to tell
Back
you.
in the day?
Well, because he was talking about, being yourself. And I think that when you used to meet people, you never had no choice but to be yourself. There was no one else. But I get it now that people can, go online and, put out a really nice picture of them and they don't look like that, especially women, because guys them don't, we all look at me like that for me. See kind of picture of you and me say, she that? But you never look like that. the hair different, everything different. Everything. Look, me have even tried the thing myself. No, one time I used to sleep. No, all of a sudden, no. Me buy weed, put in my head.
You got a visual.
Stop it.
Right? But yeah, no, come on, man. I've seen pictures, women, 1 minute they got this type of hair, that type of hair, this color,
Yeah,
this.
but
I don't think that really matters, though.
No, the men like it.
Yes, they do actually.
You know what? I've never heard no woman
I don't
ask me.
think any man
Oh.
with a big bosom hanging out, or the this, or the that, and everything else.
Rubbish.
Personally, I don't
Rubbish.
do any false nails. I don't do false, but
You
that's
like
because
it.
it's not
They
what
do
I like.
like it.
No.
But I wouldn't judge it.
You know
and
what I would
wouldn't be-
appreciate?
So I don't think that's an issue. I think
You know
it's
what I'd
just
appreciate?
Go on.
If you was my girlfriend, any of you, like Marcia here is blue or
Love it.
green, right? And for you all here, I don't know why here, but anyway, right. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying, it's got that. What do you call it again? No,
what now?
You have that look. What
What's
that look I call
What
it?
look is it?
I'm going to tell you.
Me, because I'd like to know.
Oh Lord. I think it's a music break. Time for some music.
What? Go on.
Oh,
Mike, me can't help you this time. Me can't
time
help
for
you.
some music. We need a musical interlude.
No,
Let's hear what he's got to say.
Voila,
Go on.
may I sweat? No.
Yes.
No. No.
Back him up, Patrick. Give me a problem.
I can't help him. I can't.
I laugh too much, What I was trying to say is that one moment you can see somebody in one way, and the next moment you can see them another way, as a woman. But a woman sees you
What's my
as
hair got to do with it?
you see. That's what I'm trying to say. The point that I was going to say, is that I wouldn't mind if a woman would come to me and say, "How would you like me to have my hair?" Them just do what they're doing. What? You see, look, you can't even ask that.
How would you even ask someone that? Who asks someone?
That's what I'm
You go
saying.
up to a man and say, "Oh,
Well,
well."
engage them now.
Can you imagine a man going,
Engage them and find out if they would.
No,
Would you ever say to a woman, "How would you like me to have my hair"?
Yeah, but you.
No, yeah, listen.
Would you?
She's asked a question, Patrick. Would you?
Would
Ask a
you,
woman?
Patrick, ask
Would
a
you?
woman, "How would you
Would
like
I?
my hair?"
Do you ask a woman? How
Just
do you
out of
have
interest.
permission on how to do your beard?
No, but you may have a woman. You may have a woman that likes your hair a particular way, or a couple of different styles. Yeah, and you would ask her which way you want me to do my hair.
Oh, she might advise that. She might advise that. But it don't work.
But the thing is with the man, there isn't many different ways we can have our hair. But with the ladies, why is there 100 ways and they can have our hair?
I said to you, all of a sudden,
I'm just wondering why you put my hair in.
not you personally. I'm just saying. Oh gosh, you see, soft. Them subject there. Let me take the mic from her.
You know what? But you know what, Mikey? Hair is you could have a complete program on hair, because hair for a black woman and a black man is quite. It's a bit of an emotive subject. When you start talking to a woman about her hair, you need to be careful, because we black women. No, I'm serious. I'm being really serious. I'm not even threatening you. Yeah. Wipe your head.
The thing is, Mikey doesn't realise, that my hair, I always have it. You haven't seen my hair like this. I haven't had my hair curly for 16 years.
16
like
years.
this. I've always straightened it out, or I've done it certain ways. My daughter has never seen my hair curly. She's like, "Mummy, it looks amazing."
It does look amazing. It's beautiful.
And I said, because when I was younger.
So how comes it take you so long to come back to that beautiful look?
What did Patrick say?
And I heard him. So when I was younger, I chemically straightened it when I was 16. And so therefore, I thought my hair wouldn't curl again. But there's things on the market now you can put in and all that. And I bought some products and blah blah. And I'm like, wow, my hair curls. That's it now.
Right. So please now, this hair thing is a very serious thing.
It's serious. You hit on a very serious point there.
You were supposed to get your eye them scratch out.
Well,
yeah.
You know what?
Honestly, a black woman
You know what? This has been an excellent subject matter there, because then it shows, you know, the balance that you guys have to be kind of sensitive.
So do you, all right, would you tell a woman, now this is very important. I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Again?
Yeah, Mikey, calm down. Deep breath. Wear your mask. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say to you now. Would you tell a woman her is not looking good? Would you be brave enough? You'd be brave enough to tell a woman that her weave is not looking good? That's a question for Mike.
Why are weave? I mean, supposing my hair don't look good. What?
Well, let's start. I'm breaking it down. We talked about that, but we're now breaking down to specifics. Let's see where you would draw the line.
Tonight.
I would just offer her money to go and do her hair.
Don't do that.
Oh.
You'll be paying for the rest of your life.
Need a drink.
Yeah, I forgot to load some money.
If I didn't like it, I just offer. I say, yeah, baby, it's your money. I got to do it.
I would have told her. I might have been brave enough to tell a woman, but this lady here, I wasn't even really. I was just trying to make some comparisons, but obviously I made the wrong kind of comparisons. And then they get me into a slip of life here.
That was a good gesture. No, ladies, I think that was a really good gesture that Patrick said. You know, offered to pay for her hair, to say, hey, baby love.
Equality, she work her own money. However you get your hair to look like that in the first place, you spend your money and get your hair soft in the second place. That's what I would be telling her. I never said that, dear. You're going to make a mockery of my head. Oh, God. The most you do is give her one paper bag. Give her one paper bag. I said, I'm hinting as I'm hinting.
Can we unmute Nicole? I see my friend Nicole is online. Now Nicole has been through a journey with her hair.
What would you say?
And I think she might be able to, you know,
paper bag, Mike.
Paper bag. Cheaper than the money that Patrick I go find for your hair. 40, 50 pounds.
All right, come on now. Let's bring some order to this.
Nicole will bring order to this.
All right, Nicole. I don't think she's scared now.
We need to unmute you.
Nicole must unmute herself.
Oh, no, she's unmuted herself.
Oh, she's done it. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're late.
Good evening. I know. I didn't know this is on. So what is this? Is this like a live radio radio show or
Chat to Chat Radio? Welcome. It is Mikey G alongside Lady G. We don't have a music part. I thought you were meant to do.
Well, me, I want you near since the radio show.
That's right, Mikey. That's right.
That's what I say. I want you to all of a sudden now we are arguing about people's head.
Nicole's coming because Nicole's been on a journey with her hair, so I think.
But we can't see Nicole.
Oh yeah, we can't see you.
Yeah, so we don't even know what your head looked like.
Oh, her head.
Mikey.
Huh?
Tell him to behave himself.
No, I'm just saying in general because you can see my head. Is it?
Nicole.
Yeah,
Nicole?
I'm here. Okay, hold on. My hair is. I haven't done anything well. It's kind of in its. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait. Only because I've got my hair. Right. Okay.
Nice, Nicole. Come in, man. Welcome.
Right, girlfriend.
Okay.
That looked very natural to me.
Thank you. Yes, natural. It's very natural at the moment. So I'm looking to let it get higher, but I need my barber to just keep my side short. The only thing that annoys me with my barber is he don't listen to me. Yeah,
okay.
You find that with enough barber. You have to go through a few barbers to find the right one.
Well, I've been with him for a long time. He's very good, but he's like,
him not listen to you. But you're telling us he don't do what you want. But you've been with him for years. That makes sense.
But you know why? I'll tell you what it is. Because I've started to grow my hair. I'm trying to explain to him because I've just been having it really short. So now I've started to grow my hair. I'm saying, right, can you just, I just want the side, you know what I mean?
Side shave.
And he's
You
like,
want to
me
fade?
more,
You
me
want to
more.
fade?
Huh?
You want to fade? You want to tell him you
I
want to
fade,
fade?
but I want it, yeah, but I don't want to see my scalp anymore because I'm, you know, so I think it might be, ladies, that I go to the hairdressers now.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Just don't listen.
I'm in Upper Norwood.
Oh, there's loads up there. You could even hit. There's Aspire on Brixton Hill. Olive Morris,
Right,
brilliant
10%,
hairdresser.
For promoting, 10% for promoting, right? What maybe Nicole should do is get a woman to cut her hair.
That's
yeah,
exactly
that's what I'm saying.
female
Oh,
hairdresser.
oh, sorry, I missed that. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe what you should do is get a lady to cut your hair, since no the man now listen to you.
No, listen to them now. No. Yeah, so.
I should do with him for 16 years.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's good. He's okay. Obviously, when my hair was a
Maybe
lot
you're not
shorter,
listening to him.
he's doing the sides. But now it's I need the woman's touch now.
The woman's touch.
Here you
Okay.
go. Right, here you go.
So what you lot been talking about?
Oh, we were talking about the online dating, Nicole.
Oh gosh, you know.
I know you know all about that.
Oh, what? Have you done
yes.
online dating, have you,
Yes.
Nicole?
Yeah, I was online dating for a long time, but I've stopped now. I just don't think.
You find somebody online?
No, that's the point. It's pure. The thing is, what it is, people, they describe themselves as how they want to be, but it's not actually what they are or how they are. So it's almost like, oh, I've got a sense of humour, I'm this, I'm that. And then you meet them and you think, no, you haven't. You haven't got a sense of humour. You haven't got, you know what I mean? And this kind of thing. So I think people paint a picture of themselves and it's not who they are. It's probably who they want to be or how they want to be seen.
You sure you're not talking about yourself?
No, it's not me. No. But I think also it's a bit of a phase now. And I think I prefer to be back to the normal way of living where you just talk to people in the real world and stop hiding behind the computer and go out there and talk to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we started off the conversation, Nicole, by saying back in the day, March 2020, back in the day before that, we was able to, meet people and hug people.
But that's when she was online.
And get a feel of who you're dealing with. But stop it now, PA.
No, that's when she was online.
But what's happened now is how does it happen now? How does it happen now?
I think it can still happen. The reason why is everyone's been really stifled at home. So everyone's like, hang on, I need to get out and see people. So even if you're talking to people, I've spoken to people, you might be in a coffee shop or you might be, and you might be at a distance. But I know you've got people with masks on and whatever, and everyone's a little bit uptight at the moment. But I think now people are getting just a little bit frustrated because you just can't have that normal interaction. So I think people are starting to just make a little bit more effort.
People are starting to break the law.
I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit frustrated myself.
It's the law now,
I'm a little bit frustrated myself, especially if I try to, kiss a lady with the mask on it. I kind of hardcore, kind of really hardcore, me. I try to get them all round the mask. Take them all round the mask. So I'll tell you the truth. I did meet a lady. And she had a mask on. I was telling Lady G the other day, right? I was telling Lady G the other day that I was on a bus, and I must have called a lady in front, and I said, yeah, well, what? And then she took down the mask to say hello. What you tell her to take down the mask? But tell her draw back up the mask. What do yourself? Do me a favor, no?
Oh gosh.
Look at the mask, no? You need to take down the mask. From the back you look all right, you turn around like this and draw down the mask.
Yeah, you true. Yeah.
Kind of true, actually.
So, yeah.
Sometimes you feel like, have you got it where you've been out, you've been in Tesco's or just walking down the street, and the guy looks okay, and his eyes, they look at you like all intent and stuff, and but you can't see the face.
What do you?
Yeah, you can't see the face, you know.
You know what?
Wow.
I have no. Well, I'm with someone anyway, but you know, and just think, keep walking, because boy, you don't know what's under there, and it's weird.
Do you actually do women actually give guys enough time to let them look at them intent? Because most women, when they see a guy, they look away. And
why are you looking away? Just
you do look at them.
Well, I don't find myself staring at people, but sometimes it happens that way.
I just find that the body language kind of guys, you know, black guys and black women, and is kind of a bit offish. Yeah.
No, I think we're moving forward.
Listen to what I'm experiencing. Listen to this now. What's going on with the man? Them? It's like they don't have no talk no more. It's like them gone from one extreme to the other. They just, what you mean? They will start off and then they just gone missing. Right, it's like they don't. They're not, it's like they
elaborate on that. Explain yourself.
What's she talking about?
Go on. Go on.
Nicole. Me. Me.
Yeah,
some.
Online.
Yeah, some.
But it's only Thursday. So what's going on?
Yeah, some. But a lot of them say that, you know, us women, we're not very friendly nowadays. You know what I mean? We're a bit kind of, you know what I mean? We're not very sort of
approachable.
Warm. We're not very warm, not very approachable. And we're a bit kind of, you know, looking people up and down. It's not very nice. So I think we generally need to be a bit nicer to each other. Huh?
Patrick's funny.
He said we're cold.
Patrick's funny, Nicole.
No, Patrick's not funny. Patrick is truthful.
Well,
I talk about the man funny.
I'm not like that, and I know my friend Nicole here is not like that.
So what shall I do?
No, I have, Jane, you know, I have got a resting bitch face. I am.
You see it there. I don't want to see it tonight.
Not to be proud of. A resting bitch face. No, that's not good.
She's got one or she.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit kind of. People have said, "Oh, Nicole, you know, you do look a bit serious." Right. You know what I mean? And I'm in those. I've got one of those faces where people say, you know, smile and you know and whatever.
But, not being funny, but I think you're a bit harsh on yourself because it's not resting bitch face. It's just. Just not in the mood. Don't bother me. It's not.
But, yeah, maybe.
Resting bitch face is a little bit strong.
But she's
you're not like that. Look at her face. Look,
yeah, but she's
not. She ain't.
But hold on,
she's not like that.
So what, Nicole? If you see a man and you
see a woman back up woman.
No, listen. If you see a man and he looks good, how do you change that face?
Do you get all giggly?
What do you
do? Well, I can't. I think I've got to wait for his attention. I'm not a person that can go out there and sort of put myself in the frame. I kind of wait for the signal. If I get a signal, then I smile.
What's the signal?
The signal is the signal. You know, he's looking you up and down. He's checking you out.
Let me know what the signal is.
He might say,
let me know what the signal is.
The signal is a smile. The signal is hello, hi. The signal is, you know what I mean?
Your signal.
Yes.
No, what's mine? And then
what if he's waiting for your signal and then you both missed the whole thing?
No, but I think that's what I started off with. I was saying that that the body language engagement between men and women is just not. Hold on a minute, no, right? I mean, I tell her, I've been case that she will know what to do and she can come offline and she can go Tesco. And when that brother man is struggling to get that tin of soup on the top shelf there, you will stretch for him. Don't worry, I'll get
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I say this? I think that, as you said, women are getting much more in control of where they want to be. I will just tell a man, I'm not waiting for no signal. No. I'm just going to say, you know what? I like you. That's it. I don't think there should be this, a man, wait for the man to do this and wait for the man.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Maybe you need to show me some shit. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit traditional. Maybe I'm a bit old fashioned. But I mean, maybe you'd have to teach me how to do that. But I'm probably always afraid of maybe getting it wrong. But getting it wrong.
You don't have to do it. All you got to do is say, hey, I like you.
I'll give them a compliment. I'll say, I really like your hair, or I really like your shoes, or
What she's saying
So
is
that's a signal.
she's not
It's a
gonna
it's a
put it
signal.
all out on
That's a
display.
signal, isn't it?
That kind of, she's not that kind of woman.
But what you know what, Patrick? It's a damn cheek. I gotta say that. Yeah, man, it's a damn cheek.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Yeah.
What did he say? What did he
Damn
say?
cheek, man. It's a damn cheek there because when me go up to woman, them and tell them, say, boy, they all the way they dress, they fit you. You see?
Yeah, but that's not the same.
Turn around.
That's
run
not
you.
the same.
Turn around now. Let me see how it fit you around the back. No.
That's not the same.
It's not. It's not. It's
That's
not.
not the same.
But I can't
Do you
tell
know what it is? I think nowadays
nowadays.
you get you do get a bit tired of people saying, oh, you know, about your figure or your bottom or your this and that. It's just not, you know, it's about, you've got to make some sort of conversation. There's got to be like some kind of hook line. You got to be creative. You got to be creative now.
Well said.
Well,
and you see when you come with the lyrics, them know why I hear it.
No,
What's
the lyrics? What's the lyrics, Patrick?
The point I wanted to make.
What's your lyrics, Patrick?
What are the lyrics? What are the lyrics?
Yo, you're not the one to hear my lyrics, yeah?
Let me hear.
I can't hear his lyrics. Why? Why?
Yeah.
Because you're not the one to hear my lyrics.
Right. When you're ready. But Nicole,
that's not funny.
You were saying
what happened to me? If it become me, I'm breathing. Let me put on my cap. Let me go pick on my lip. I don't want to be excluded.
So you see, if me they go around lyrics in every woman, what would they be saying to me? Hmm?
No, but what I was gonna say is that Nicole earlier was saying that she didn't want to hear that particular kind of chat or whatever in terms of the lyrics. But to be honest with you,
not physical. No use.
No,
yeah, but hold up one second. I was, I don't think many people are like that, but I was just using that as a metaphor. But to be quite honest, but to be quite honest with you, I really don't want you to be complimenting me about my shoes. Me know me buy nice shoes. Yeah, I know, you know what I mean? Me know me buy nice shoes and you never buy them. So you don't need to talk about my shoes.
But you know what you're doing? You're complimenting them because I'm acknowledging that you got good taste.
Yeah, so my shoes.
I'm acknowledging that you got a good eye.
Yeah, but you might be saying that my shoes is nice, but I'm not. I'm complimenting you. Yeah, even if I'm complimenting you from a physical perspective, I'm complimenting you. The shoes may go buy from Burton's, right?
No, but Mikey, it's not attractive to say, why you look good, turn around.
Yeah, it's not anymore. Not nice.
No, it's not my chat up line. I'm just using. No. I'm only just using that, as I said, as some sort of put out there sort of thing.
So I want to know what your chat up line is.
No, because if there was a chat up line and somebody was attractive, then that's what I would be focused on. Because I don't know your personality, but if I saw you from a physical perspective, not body-wise, face-wise, everything, that's what I would be kind of referring to. Hey, you know what?
I don't think we
I
can
won't
win.
I won't be talking about your shoes. You know what I mean? What you got high up.
You wouldn't just. So what about just like normal conversation?
No, but can I say this?
I mean, the fact that the man is talking to the woman, obviously she knows that he finds her attractive or whatever.
No, not really.
So,
why else
is he talking to her?
Because I want you to get the soup.
No. Hold on. You see now. You see that? That's where us men get mixed up with a woman, Because some women, you go somewhere and you start a conversation with them, and straight away they think you're trying to check them.
Yes.
Some.
No, so what? So what you're trying to say now is every woman that I strike up a conversation with, I like, and I'm trying to check them. Is that what you're saying?
No,
not all the time. Not all the time.
Right.
So I'm entitled to find out what your chat up line is. My cap is on.
Oh, come on, Patrick.
No, come on. That's what I'm saying. You need to know. That can't work with you.
Hold on.
I'm offended.
Hold on.
Why did I get excluded? Is it me not have the green hair no more? I don't have green hair no more.
This my chat up line that is not for you.
Oh gosh. But I can tell you whether it works or not.
Innit? Come on, Nicole.
No.
That's right, Nicole.
Sometimes you don't even have to have a chat up line. You just strike up a good conversation.
Exactly. That is so much better. It's so much
You just strike up a good conversation. And if you and that person strike up a good conversation, you then find out whether you're interested in this girl or this person.
Did she like your shoes?
I would. Maybe because I do know. I feel like I'd be complimenting him on something that he's put himself together. I like a nicely put together man. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, so can I hear from Mel, please? Because Mel's been here listening, and I'm upset because I've been excluded for whatever reason. I've been discriminated.
Come.
You understand? And I'm extremely hurt.
Don't feel nowhere. Don't feel nowhere.
So easy is the way you talk about.
Can't use the chat up line them too freely.
You talk about how they just fit them feel away. You tell them say you're not gonna chat them again, them feel away. So we whichever you think you do with them woman here, them feel away, So you know what? We just tell them say get the soup for the top shelf there and get this ready.
But what? So what if he's like kind of short? Because I'm quite tall. I'm quite tall. So I don't know if a man will find that offensive.
Wait, Mel, please. You've heard. Wait. Please, everybody, please, adjudicator. Mel, you have been patiently listening to this, and you can hear my cry. So, Mel, feedback, please.
Oh my goodness. Oh my word. So I like Patrick. I like what you said, Patrick. I'm just going to go back to that. Patrick said, not every woman that I chat to means that I'm trying to chat up. I might just be wanting to strike up a conversation. And I think that's where it has to begin. It's about conversation. And Nicole, I like your shoes are nice because when I was single, been up to a man and said to him that I liked his shirt or I liked his suit or something. No, Mikey, not. Turn around and make me see your bottom. Look goody. No.
It's not the one.
No.
It's conversation. You strike up a conversation. And then it's where, because sometimes when you go over to someone, they look good and you start talking, you think, oh God, all right. You look good.
No.
There's nothing going on in there at all.
Not at all.
Have a nice evening. Moving. So you
keep it moving.
Conversation. You start a conversation. And if the conversation goes good,
you're trying to dictate what I meant to tell you, which is nice about you. Yeah, and I haven't dictated to you what you can say about me. Yeah, if I choose, you stay there, right? If I choose, whatever is going to bring me and you to have a conversation, and whatever is going to sort of drive that conversation forward. You know what I mean? It's going to not be something that I'm going to be rude or disrespectful to you or whatever the case might be. But you can't drive the conversation in what you want to hear from a person. Because just buy yourself a tape and keep playing that tape, right? And you'll hear the same thing. But for me, every time me meet somebody, it's a different lyrics I will drop on them.
What
right?
lyrics?
I tell them.
All right, Mikey.
Maybe a different lyrics will drop on you,
What lyrics will you drop on me?
Depend.
Hold on.
What you want? Yeah. I email you. Email you what me like about you. Yeah, I like the show, right? Cousin Jemima, how you doing?
It's not fair, is it, ladies?
I'm good, Mikey. I'm good. Good to be on.
I mean, I'm supposed to be your friend. 30 years we've known them.
Stop crying.
And I get the really bad treatment. I just get them. I get them hard.
Stop crying.
You know what I mean? He handles me like one of his geezer friends, mate.
Stop crying.
It's terrible.
Stop crying.
You know what? I've got a bone to pick with you.
Go and pick that bone there.
I've got a serious bone to pick with you.
Pick it now.
You know, I me there by myself all this time. I look how much man friend you have around you. You never even once in a 30 years.
Oh, yes!
Once in a 30 years.
Yes, look, she understands that.
You know how much him have all in Christmas man friends.
Why do they do that? Why? Why do you prevent? Yeah, why do you prevent? Why do you prevent your friends from
some of your women, you know what?
Wow.
You know what? I'm meant to be the presenter on this show here, and I'm going to tell you the truth. You know,
let me finish my statement,
right?
Man.
Some of you women, they can talk some fart. chat, fart, you see, right? At the end of the day, when you have your Chris friend them, me not see you bring them to me. You still have yeah.
Right.
You don't need to know. You don't need to know. You don't need to know nothing. You don't need to. Wazim, how you doing, man? Wazim.
Look how long we didn't know not Wasim. Look how long we know Wasim. You didn't introduce me to Wasim. Look how long we know Wasim. You never say, good sister friend. All these years, you have some nice friend, you know, ladies. You have all of them pile up round the back there. Nice man, them wear good shoes, them wear white socks. Them trousers is in the right leg. You have all of them pile up round the back.
Yeah, but you're not bring the same caliber as woman them to me.
Oh!
So that we can make my friend them see them. Some of them here, and them are wear white socks. Some of them want to put them socks over them face.
Oh, stop it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is getting
Let's
out of
bring
hand.
back some decorum.
Please.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna mute myself.
Yes. Urgent. Because he's getting out of hand. Back to what I was saying. I was making a very valid point, and I mean that. I told you I've got a bone to pick with you. All these years, man. No, seriously, fun and joke aside, 30 years, and you have all of the Chris man them pile up around the back. Yes? And not even once have you said, you know what, Marcia, I've got a guy that I'd like to introduce you to. Not once.
So I can respond to that?
Yes.
But I told you a bit earlier that us guys and don't sit down talking about your women them all day long. Right? Yeah, we don't sit down talking about your women them all day long. Other things, football, more important things to talk about. The score. The score. Right? The football score, all of them things there. The cricket are going, right? What happened to the West Indies, Pakistani player? Me have to ask Wazim, what the score? Right? What's the score? I've got to be telling him about some
sport. So that's more important.
If a man comes to me and he sees a friend of mine and he was interested, for him to come and tell me, Mike, who's that lady?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
That's all.
That's fair.
I'm not going to just take up myself now. I mean,
yeah.
That's fair.
Dash him over there, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Should I try and make it into matchmaker, Mikey?
Yeah, that's what they want me to do, matchmaker.
Mercy.
Matches them now use for me, them I use it for born me. You see the matches, them now use the matches. You see some of them you are free man.
I tell you. Mikey.
It don't work that way. It don't work that way.
No, but you know what? When you get vexed with me though and say, boy, like the other day you said, oh, where that woman there? How come you now introduce me to that woman there?
No.
You're always doing that.
No.
Yes, she's always doing that.
No.
Yes, you are. You're always saying, boy, I want to link her. Oh, come in the right there. Yeah. If I follow you, you know, this house full of women.
When we look at Mary,
if I follow you, this house.
When we look at Mary, good.
Thank you.
You never introduce her to me. Because me have a mask for the whole of her head.
Oh gosh.
Make she
Oh.
You tell me about Mary.
Oh man.
Mary, why she for go with the lamb them, you know?
It's not funny.
Oh my.
It's
not funny, you know.
Make goats out of them.
We need to bring back some normality. Now we've got what's him?
Wazim, how you doing, my brother?
Wazim, can you bring?
I'm good, Mikey. How's all these wonderful people doing this evening?
Can I ask you something?
We're good.
You're blessed.
No, you
You're
can't
blessed.
ask me, Lady G.
You're
Let people
blessed.
answer the question first.
Yes, can I just say, how have you managed to have Mikey G as your friend? I'm seriously.
That's for us to know, lady.
Ah,
All right.
You need a few more sessions first, then you'll ask that question again, lady. This is only your second hit.
When I tell you that they back up each other, when I tell you with the man, they back up each other.
That's right. That's right.
I need to come on every Saturday, I think.
Yes.
What? Because you're going back her up?
So you want to?
Was it? Yeah, because Wazin came in late. How you doing, Waz? You know you're coming late. It was talking about.
Should I cry?
It was talking about.
Yeah, you gotta go on mute, guys. Go on mute. Yeah, go on. Carry on.
Yeah, we're talking about relationship, and I'll tell you what really happened in the first place was there was a lady who I saw online who spent about £800 and flew 1,500 miles to go and meet some guy online, and he stood her up. He didn't turn up at the airport, and
because he had potential.
He's supposed to have had potential.
Go on.
So that's where it started from, and for the last 2 hours now, right, we've been having a right sort of
debate,
yeah, a right debate in the pros and cons of that. In fact, I was trying to see if I could have taken it off of that conversation and moved on to others, but it's still there. And what Lady G was saying is that, friends like that I know, some of my friends, I'm supposed to introduce them to some of my ladies' friends. And I'm telling her that it doesn't work like that. It don't work.
Yeah, but it does work like that. That's my concern. Yes, we're seeing, because what happens is he's always like, well, wait, introduce me to that girl, no man, give me her number or something. So I'm like, oh, this is not right, because yeah. So what I'm saying is, do you think that a man could introduce some of his single male friends to his good sisterings? You've got some good platonic.
I think that's 15 to 5.
So let's put my darling on mute. Yeah, we've got to go on mute, sweetie. Yeah. Do you think that the women should actually, the men should introduce some of their, male companions to, women that are single? Do you think they should do that? Wasim?
I think it's a two-way street.
Okay.
Introduction should be both ways. And it's not far from Croydon to Beckenham, is it? Versus the 1,500 miles.
Well, the 3 mile limit as well, was he?
Hey, ladies, am I getting it? Is this the sign? Ladies,
sign, Mars. It's a sign.
It's a sign. Oh my gosh.
It's a sign.
What do I say? How do I respond? I don't know what to say.
Yo, you can chat to him on a one-to-one still,
You know what I find interesting, and I mean that, when you do, because we've been waiting, starving so long.
Gosh. All
we've
right.
been starving so long, waiting for that.
Easy, G, easy.
Easy. You've been waiting so long, for the chat up line. When you hear it, it could be like you're hearing bells, It's like, did I hear what I just heard? And then you just turn fool now all of a sudden. No, you don't even know what to do. Yeah? Because I think I heard rightly there. Did I hear him say it's not far from Croydon to Beckenham? First thing I want to know is, how does he know I'm in Beckenham?
He never said you.
Those skylights there.
That's the first thing. I wonder if these men are talking.
Right.
That's the first thing I want. I said, I'm playing detective now. What are you trying to say? This is me now responding back, because I want straight direct now.
Oh, you're not playing devil's advocate?
No, we're not playing devil's advocate. Right, so watch this. Let's do this live. Right, let's just do this now. Let's just do it and get it out of the way.
Oh Lord.
Are you saying something to me?
Oh gosh.
I got a smile. You saying something to me? Are you trying to tell me something?
What, it's all like him kissing teeth. No, you have to go.
Wow.
Lord have mercy. Oh, that's being direct. All right, say no more about that.
All right, leave that conversation
Leave
there.
that conversation there.
Yeah.
Right, so look, it is just a couple of minutes, 5 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock right here on Chat to Chat Radio with Lady G alongside Mikey G. We are having a little bit of a debate, but we had a young lady with us. She's gone missing.
She's upset about it, isn't it? She's upset with it. She's
we were going to talk a little bit about well-being, you know, we're going to break up the subject a little bit.
But I have a friend as well that's here, and we really do want to end on well-being.
Okay.
You know, we can have a laugh, and it's nice when we get together and we can have a laugh and balance out our life. But I do believe that well-being is got to be the top of the agenda now with what we're going through with the coronavirus and this lockdown and all sorts of things that we're going through. I think it needs to be that is you know, top of the list priority. So Mel, all right, I want to introduce you to our audience. We've got a lot of people on Facebook, we've got a lot of people on Instagram, and soon we'll be connecting to YouTube Live as well. So Mel, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do differently?
What do I do? What do I do differently to take care of my well-being, or what do I do?
What does it sound like that?
Okay, so can you hear me?
Wait 1 second, Mel. Is everybody hearing now properly, or is there breaking up?
Well, the line's gone crackly.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's for everybody. It's not just when you're talking. Mel's just been talking and it's crackling as well.
Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to switch over laptop, guys. So what we'll do, if you can bring that one, because we've already got a backup system. So I'm going to switch off this one. All you do is unmute that line there and then bring it over to here, yeah? Okay, so just give us a second, guys.
Oh, yeah. Right, I'm going to pause. Just give us a second. We're going to deal with it. Yeah, so bring that over here to here. All right. Put that one there.